last but not least, we've got the angle side angle. So we're gonna have to copy 2 angles, you guessed it. If you look at the directions, it tells us we're copying Y, T, and we're using side TY, and that's what makes this angle side angle. All right, just like the other ones, I'm gonna start with the straight edge. I'm just gonna draw a straight line segment. I'm gonna copy point Y over vertex Y, except I'm going to call it vertex P. All right, it doesn't matter if you do the angle or the side first. I'm just gonna copy the angle, it really doesn't matter. So if I copy angle Y to angle P first, just like we copied angles before, I'm gonna put the point of my compass on vertex Y. I'm gonna change my compass width so that when I make an arc, it hits both legs of the angle, side YT and side YZ. I'm gonna make that arc and immediately make the same arc at the vertex of where I'm copying it. So don't change the compass width at that point. But then I'm gonna measure, I'm gonna put my point end here, and then I'm gonna adjust the lead so that it goes through this spot right here where the arc and the side hit. Come over here to where the arc and the side are touching and find that exact same spot. So we're looking for this spot where the arc and the side touch, and then coming over here and copying that. That's where I'm gonna send my angle. So from vertex P through the intersection of those 2 arcs, line up your straight edge. Precision is really important on this one. This one's a hard one to do. All right, we've copied angle Y. So before we can copy angle T, we need to know where the vertex T is. Let's go ahead and set that point of the compass on Y. Open up the lead to T. Make sure the lead goes through T. Pop it over here. Make sure we get a good spot right there. Instead of T, per the directions, we are calling that Q. All right, the last step, the one that makes this different from the side angle side above it, is we're gonna copy angle T to Q instead of measuring the side length. So if I copy this, same way I've done, I'm gonna put my point on the vertex of the angle I'm copying. I'm gonna change the width of the compass so that it goes through both sides. Move over to Q. Say I'm gonna change, you might not have to change it. You just need it to go through both legs of the angle. Then I'm gonna measure from here to here, the 2 spots where the arc I just drew with the compass hits the 2 sides of angle T. So I've gotta make sure I open my compass to the right position. I wanna make sure the lead goes through that exact spot. Be as precise as you can, that's what makes it work. Come over here, move it to the spot where the arc we just drew, hit the side, so same position. Find that arc. Get out your straight edge. From that arc we just drew, it's got to go through vertex Q and line up with that arc. By default, those 2 angles will intersect at a point. That point is point L. All right, so we copied these 2 angles and this side in between. Make sure your congruence reflects that. That's it.